For those that don't know, this slideshow is talking about a man by the name of Stanley Myers. There are some elements of this final slide that are correct, but I'm going to give you guys the full story, and you can decide for yourselves what happened. So this TikTok slideshow that I got tagged in starts off by saying, "Did you know?" then scrolls to the next slide, that a man in 1996 invented an engine that ran completely on water, then mysteriously one day he died from a heart attack. As mentioned, the man that they're referring to here is Stanley Myers, an inventor who was born back in 1940, and he claimed to have built an engine that ran completely off of water. Stanley's engine used something known as a water fuel cell, which in theory would just take water, which is hydrogen and oxygen, split it down the middle, and burn the hydrogen for fuel, allowing your car to run. Now, while this is fine and dandy, this is certainly not good news for gas companies and oil companies, because if you've got a car that runs off of water, that is very accessible, extremely cheap, and they will go out of business. Now, with this in mind, Stanley made quite a public push over the next few years. He was looking for investors, and some people accepted this idea, and some people didn't. But in 1998, he met two Belgian investors who were interested, and he went to a restaurant with them to talk and potentially negotiate. This deal would never go through though, because allegedly while at the restaurant, when Stanley was drinking some cranberry juice, he suddenly got up, put his hands around his throat, and claimed, "They poisoned me." He would then run outside where he would promptly pass away, and after doing some investigation, the coroner said there wasn't any significant level of poison in his body and ruled his death natural causes due to an aneurysm. So, because of how this story played out, a lot of people believe that very high-up government officials and world leaders decided to get rid of Stanley because they stood to lose a lot of money, but there is a lot of missing context here that I'm going to give you that will potentially change your mind. So, as you guys now know, Stanley ended up passing away in 1998. However, in 1996, he was sued for fraudulent claims because his water fuel cell wasn't very revolutionary. It just used standard electrolysis, which is something that is not new at all. During this lawsuit, the court did not side with him at all, stating that he had committed gross and egregious fraud, and he was forced to pay back to investors who had given him $25,000 apiece. Additionally, during the time Myers was testing out this new technology, the water fuel cell, he was creating patents, and for a while those patents were completely protected, but now they're within public domain, which means you guys, anybody, can access these plans and build this for themselves. So that really begs the question, if the government and oil companies were concerned about his designs, why are they now in public domain? Why can we access them? It doesn't really add up when you think about these theories of them taking him out. So looking at the big picture here, nobody individually has used his designs. Even large vehicle manufacturers who have access to it still don't choose it over their standard engines. So Stanley might not have really been onto anything. In any event, let me know what you guys think about this case in the comments below. Let me know what you want to see next, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.